Yo, what is going on, guys? Andrew Camisa here for week number 7. I am the coach of the Toronto Staraptors, and this week we are playing the Middletown Marowaks, coached by Matt Ferriolo, who I used to go to school with. So I know him very well. And I know that he does not take the Pokemon Draft League format very seriously. I do, however, and I really wanted to build a good team that would get a really good differential versus him, because generally when you bring offensive teams, your differential is going to be lower because offensive Pokemon die and you have to sack them off. So I wanted to bring a more balanced team. It's pretty bulky, to be fair. And what this does is I'm basically gonna stall him and try to get a 6-0. And I also have some sweepers and a great revenge killer in Starmie. So I'm just going to go over the team. First, let me look at his team real quick. He's got Mimikyu as his Z captain, Jirachi, which always sets up rocks as a lead. I've watched all of his matches. He always leads Jirachi and sets up rocks. So that's something. He's got Scolipede as his assistant captain. That's pretty scary. He's got Entei, Goodra, Fortress, Swellow, Hoopa, Mantine, Braviary, Lilligant, Sandslash, Incineroar, Marowak, and Kadabra. So, top of his team looks pretty threatening, and then I don't know what he was doing in this lower tier draft. Like, Sandslash and Marowak just aren't things you would draft together because they're very similar in what they do. But yeah, Mantine was a great pickup by him. So, his team's pretty good. And you guys are all familiar with my team. I did pick up Lycanroc Midnight, which I'm actually using this week, surprisingly enough. I had Regirock, and I was like 90% of the time I'm going to be using Registeel, because I'm not going to use that as a weakness policy sweeper set, because I have just more consistent sweepers. So I was like, yo, TK, do you want this? He was like, yeah, and I was like, give me your Lycanroc Midnight, because I'd rather an offensive rock type than a defensive one. So that's on the squad. But to start off, we have Blaxorus with Dragonium Z, Poison Jab, Earthquake, and Outrage. And I'm running this amount of speed, so I outspeed Mimikyu. And just max attack and 8 HP with a Jolly Nature. Really standard set. And if you look at his team, Mold Breaker, which this thing has, ignores Disguise. So I can kill him with Poison Jab through his Disguise. Earthquake has a like 30-ish% chance to kill. So if I get rocks up, I think it goes up to like 80 or something like that. Or any damage on Jirachi would do that for me. Scolipede is gonna die to Outrage or Z Outrage. Entei is also gonna die to Earthquake. This thing dies to Z Outrage or regular Outrage. We have Fortress, Swellow, Hoopa, Mantine, Braviary, Lilligant. Like all of these just fall over to Haxorus. So yeah, and how I figure he's going to play it is he's going to sack something to Haxorus, then go out into Mimikyu thinking he could kill me off with a Play Rough because he's got his Disguise. I kill that, and then I just sweep with Outrage. If I get it for 3 turns. That's the goal. So Haxorus, really great in this matchup. Then we have Ballin. I was already using leftovers on this, so I was like, you know what, let me do a citrus berry, and yeah, because this thing has no recovery whatsoever. I feel like Citrus would be good, because this thing has really effective HP, because its defenses are so high. So I'm going to stick with the Citrus Berry. I have Stealth Rock, Thunder Wave, Toxic, and Iron Head over Seismic Toss. The reason I have this is for Mimikyu, and for Jirachi, of course. The amount of speed I'm running is if his Mimikyu is max speed, and I Thunder Wave him, I will outspeed him after the Thunder Wave, and I will be able to Paraflinch him down, assuming he doesn't start going for Shadow Sneaks, which won't do that much anyway. And I do have my Citrus Berry, which will bring me back up if he Shadow Sneaks me low enough. Same thing for Jirachi. I Thunder Wave it, outspeed it, I could Paraflinch it down. Very hacksy, to be fair, but it is a pretty good set, I think, honestly. I mean, it makes sense, because this is my Mimikyu answer, and Mimikyu can't really touch this. Then we have our Mandibuzz. I was really considering running Starmie as a spinner, but Whirlwind over Defog on this didn't really make sense, because his setup sweepers are Scolipede, which this thing would kill with Foul Play if it managed to survive a hit in the first place. Mimikyu loses to Registeel. His Lilligant loses to this. So it's like, why would I need Whirlwind, to be honest? And Toxic is just so... Oh, I am specially defensive, so the point is to Toxic his Goodra, stall it out a little bit, and I also have this thing that I could switch into once the Goodra is Toxic. I could completely stall his Goodra out, because Goodra's hard to kill, right? But like, it's easy to Toxic and wear down, because Goodra's not like too strong as is. So that's something. This is a Assault Vest Tangrowth, just so that I can sponge special hits. This takes on Lilligant. I mean, just looking at his team, it just matches up pretty decently. He's probably going to run Spec Swallow, so this could stop that. If he does run it, I have Hidden Power Fire for Fortress. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. And I also have Starmie, which is fully offensive with Life Orb, Psyshock. I outspeed the Scolipede, Psyshock kills that. I have Surf because I always miss Hydro Pump. I don't think I've hit a Hydro Pump in this league, unless it was a Keldeo Hydro Pump. But yeah, and then I have Bolt Beam coverage because it's the best coverage Starmie has to offer in 2 move slots. And then we have Bloodshot, our Focus Sash Lycanroc with no guard. I have enough speed to outspeed Braviary. Swords Dance, Stone Edge, Sucker Punch, and Reversal. Stone Edge can't miss because of no guard. Sucker Punch gives me some nice priority, and Reversal, if I'm down to Sash, is just a huge nuke, especially if I'm at +2. So, Lycanroc, also just a really threatening Pokemon. And yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Pretty solid team, really defensive team, and Haxorus, it matches up really well. I'm actually going to change this to Dragon Claw, because I think my game plan is to go for 2 Dragon Dances turn 1 versus Jirachi and win, because at that point there's nothing he could do. And Z Dragonclaw doesn't make contact, so if his Goodra has Gooey, he won't lower my speed. Fortress is again just setup fodder. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. I'm just aiming to get a 6-0 with Haxorus really early on, because his Jirachi always sets up rocks, and yeah, that's it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this team builder. I mean, it's pretty brief, but yeah, I mean, I think this is a good enough team to win versus Matt. So without further ado, I am going to transition to the without further ado, I'm going to transition to the actual match. What is going on, guys? Andrew Camisa for our week number 7 match versus Matt Ferriolo, coach of the Middletown Marowaks. And I am the coach of the Toronto Staraptors. I know I went through this already in the team builder part, so I don't know why I say it again every week. But here we are, and I'm going to challenge him, and we're going to get right into it. Okay. I'm going to lead with... Yeah, I'm going to lead with Starmie. I think that's a good lead. Because I have Thunderbolt for Mantine. I hope it saved my changes. Let me check. Yeah, he does lead Marowak. Fix that, fix that, fix that. Yeah, so I'm running Shadow Claw because I forgot that Ghost resists Poison. So Poison Jab would be neutral on the Mimikyu. I'm happy I caught that. I'm also running Natural Cure so I can switch into his whatchamacallit, his Mantine. So I'm gonna go for Surf as he goes into that, and I'm gonna click Thunderbolt. And I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam here. So I kill his Lilligant. And he goes out into his Mimikyu. So I'm gonna go into Registeel and Thunder Wave this. That was a crit, which that actually did a lot. And I will guarantee outspeed this by 1 point. Because his max speed is 320 and I have 161 speed, so I will outspeed it. As he goes into Marowak, I crit him, which that sucks for him, but it's whatever. And I'll go out into this. Wait, what? And I am gonna foul play this, which isn't gonna kill it, but he doesn't roost. I'll Toxic him, because I can't actually do any damage to this thing whatsoever. And I'm doing this just so I could get back to full with Tangrowth. And I'll Thunderbolt here, because he goes into that. So this is a tough move. I'm gonna go into Tangrowth first to see if he's physical. So he's definitely special. I don't know if he's specs or not. But I'm gonna go out into... Ooh, should I go out into Starmie or... Because getting hit by an Ice Beam from this thing is gonna suck. Yeah, he's definitely Specs. Go for Ice Beam, kill that. And I just want to see. Yeah, I don't think we have no spectators, I don't think. And this is specially defensive. I kind of want to keep Starmie. And realistically, like, what's Mandibuzz doing? And I feel like he's scarfed if he's bringing it in. So I'll Toxic here. As he stays in. He goes for the Shadow Claw, which is resisted. And I'll Foul Play. As he goes into Mantine. Going to Starmie. This goes for Scald. That does a ton of damage. And I'm actually gonna Ice Beam here. Right? Because he specs Goodra. Yeah, let me Ice Beam. Yeah, that does like negative damage. I'll go for the Swords Dance here. And Stonage should kill this. Yeah. There's no point. Actually, yeah, no, there is a point. Going for that. I'm gonna get up my rocks here. And go back into this. I think I'll go right into Taxorus. And I'll Z Devastating Drake just because I have it. Kill that. So it's a 4-0. Pretty decent match, to be honest. And I'll reveal my whole set here with Earthquake. So yeah, I'm happy he didn't bring the same team, because if he did, if he had just Jirachi, I would have turn 1 Dragon Dance twice, because I know the set that he was bringing, if he did bring Jirachi, wouldn't actually, like, he wouldn't be able to stop me, and he would go for rocks turn 1. So I'm happy it didn't work out like that, because even though I didn't get a 6-0, I got a 4-0, I'd rather get a 4-0 and win, like this, than win with a hacks or a sweep with 2 Dragon Dances straight off the bat. So yeah, and I mean, good match to Matt. He played pretty well. I definitely was out predicting him doubling better, but I mean, I am more experienced. So good game. Hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely check out the other contributors on this channel, specifically Tyler and TK. I believe TK is 5-1. Tyler is 4-2, I believe, and I'm 6-1 as of this match. I have the longest win streak actually with 6 wins, only losing in week 1. So hopefully we can keep that record up, and hopefully I can get a bye in the playoff games, which would mean I wouldn't have to play one of my playoff matches. So that's pretty exciting. But until next time, until the next team builder, I will see you guys later.